Hello and welcome. My name is Nicholas and this is Literally Graphic. And today's review is going to be a little bit of a different format, as I wrote this back in 2016 but never actually made a video out of it. But it's very well articulated and I just figured I'd jump right in. So today's read is The Complete Wendel by Howard Cruse with an introduction by the one and only Alison Bechdel. So I'm really surprised it took me this long to finish this book. My only excuse is that it was originally published in the Advocate, so each 2-page spread is a complete mini plot arc. So even if you find the overall story really engaging, it's also super easy to put down. Writing this as a serialized story, Cruse struck a really strong balance between episodic and overarching plot, which is pretty difficult to do sometimes. The characters were continuously developing and the plot lines were all pretty unique and engaging. I really felt like I got to know these people throughout this collection and it was super fun to read. As far as the art goes, it's again a balance between cartoon and realistic, all black and white. Cruse doesn't have any unnecessary lines or a lot of heavy shading. Everything is crisp, visually simplistic, but well defined. The people are somewhat caricatured, but not in the least bit grotesque or trippy. They are just normal people, living out their normal, if somewhat more entertaining, lives. What really turned me on to this comic was the fact that I could really identify with Wendel himself. He's a guy who deeply cares about life and people. He's extremely loyal, and sometimes he's perhaps a bit too serious. But the Wendel comic is nothing if not a comedy. Cruse's skill really shines in the way that he is able to balance, there's that word again, the line between laughing with Wendel and laughing at Wendel. A lot of entertainment value for me came from the fact that Cruse never poking fun at my or Wendel's beliefs and actions, but we are all acknowledging that sometimes we just have to laugh because the world and we who care can be pretty ridiculous sometimes. Finally, I was also pretty impressed by the amount of diversity in the comic. While the story mostly centered around 2 white gay men, they are surrounded by lesbians, supportive and unsupportive relatives, an ex-wife, a son, gay men of color, friends with AIDS, and at least one serious kook. That's all. I would highly recommend this book, especially if you like the dykes to watch out for. I got a lot of the same vibes. Bye y'all. Keep reading and resist fascism. And as always, I would like to acknowledge that for the most part, all of my videos are filmed and produced on the traditional territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit, an Anishinaabe people, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, and the Huron-Wendat Nation, land covered by the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Belt Covenant.